So hello guys, and welcome to another reaction/analysis video. And Nintendo just dropped an overview trailer for the Thousand Year Door remake in Japan. I thought this wasn't going to be until tomorrow because of the preview date, but it kind of makes sense why they're doing it now, but let's go ahead and check it out. I am so excited about this game. I like the paper mode and everything, that's pretty cool. But yeah, the music sounds absolutely incredible here. Oh, and he does the pose from the render! He does the pose from the render, that's pretty cool. Yeah, it's called Paper Mario RPG in Japan. This music sounds incredible! Oh, we have the opening cutscene with Beldam and Peach. Okay. Ooh, a new view of Petalburg, Bogley Woods. Ooh, and we have Rogueport. Ooh, wow, that looks amazing with Kill Hall Key. This just looks incredible. Glitzville. This just looks amazing. I just noticed the coin sound effect uses like the modern kind of sound from Origami King. And then there's Kami, Koopa. Ooh, the Rogueport theme! Oh my gosh, this sounds amazing. Oh, the Tattlelog. And then Koops. Oh my gosh, I've been wanting to hear this so badly. This sounds amazing. And then Flurry. I have some footage for my upcoming video. And Yoshi Kid, Bobbery. Oh, and you actually have like a ring to switch out the partners. That is really cool. I think that was hinted in one of the screenshots. And there's Magnus von Grapple. Vivian, best partner. I love that they keep playing the Rogueport theme here. And Dublis! Dublis! Yes! One of my favorite characters. We get to hear more of the battle theme. Okay, so we have like another look at like the battles here. And multi-bounce. Yeah, I like how they're highlighting this with the Hyper Goombas. Yeah, the battle theme reminds me a lot of, like, Origami King. And I like the animation with, like, the, crystal stars. That is really cool. Wait, is that, like, a new section to the battle theme? That's really cool. That music just sounds amazing. Wait, I just noticed, is that a variation of the battle theme? Oh, this is incredible. Oh, and we have the minigame music too! And the gambling games are still there. Wait, it's a little different, though. It's a little different. In the Pit of 100 Trials. Oh my gosh. Oh, and the stylus sound! It's still there. It's still there. Oh, and the menu design. Wait, this concept art! Concept art! Yes! 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 Hit a sound test! Yes! Yes! This is perfect! Oh my gosh. Some of these animations and cutscenes are new. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I have so much to analyze here. Oh, this is amazing. I'm definitely gonna make Dupless my profile picture. Oh, this is incredible. Oh, they do have a pre-rendered cutscene for that. Okay. This is amazing. Oh my gosh, my prediction for concept art in a sound test was right. It was right. I need to look back on this. Now that I've reacted to the trailer, now we're gonna analyze it here and look at some of the details. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, I noticed here that, I mean, obviously it's a remix of the original Mario theme, but it sounds specifically like the Paper Mario 64 chapter opening theme, so maybe they're remixing that for the chapter openings in Thousand Year Door. I made a prediction a while ago that they might like redo the chapter introductions for them to look like 64, and I made like some mock-ups for that. So imagine if they're doing that here. But I may be looking into it a bit too much, but yeah, let's go back to the trailer here. Oh yeah, we have like paper mode. But yeah, we have some existing footage here that looks absolutely incredible. Okay, another thing here, we have to go back just a little bit. Yeah, Mario has like a new pose slash animation here, which looks really cool. I think this pose does exist. I mean, it might exist in other parts of Thousand Year Door, if I remember correctly, but I don't remember it in this cutscene. I know it's based on one of the renders, like the promotional artwork. But yeah, yeah, the Japanese title and everything. Okay, so we have a remix of one of the prologue themes here, like from one of the opening cutscenes in the game. Sounds amazing. Reminds me a lot of Origami King. Okay, so we have like a kind of like an HD version of the magical map background here. Looks really nice. I'm not sure if they've changed anything about it. They probably added some details to it, but I could compare them another time. But this looks really good. Oh, and we have some bits of the opening cutscene here with Beldum and Peach opening the chest with the magical map in it. That looks really cool. And we have some more existing footage here. Yeah, this music sounds great. Okay, we have Fire Emblem Toad here. And also, on the side, let me back up just a little bit. There we go. So we have General White here, who's kind of sad. Like, you can just see, like, how expressive the NPCs are here. And then, yeah, Fire Emblem Toad right there. So they didn't remove him, like some people were thinking they might have. But yeah. You got the boggly woods here with the pipe. Oh, and we got another view of Rogueport. You can kind of see the bad shop a little more, and then Charlatan. This just looks amazing. Oh, and we have Killhall Key as well. You can kind of see the ice power down there a little bit. The background island looks incredible. It kind of has like a 2D style, kind of like just like what you'd expect from the classic games. I'm glad they're staying very faithful while also making it look really nice in HD. Yeah, some more existing footage. Oh, and then here's something new. We got a look at Mario's kind of twisting animation with the Super Hammer and kind of having him break like one of the large blocks here. And then I like how they're like flat on the ground there with like King K and Bandy Andy. That's pretty funny. Yeah. There's a new sign on the Trouble Center that I've mentioned before. Some more footage of Glitzville with the plane mode. Yeah, it shows like the name, original name in Japanese. I think that like they're still keeping like the regional names for some of the places, which makes a lot of sense. Yeah, Riverside Station. One thing that I noticed here about the coins is that it uses like the coin sound changed slightly over the years, and they're using the modern Mario coin sound. I know this is like a very small thing, but I think it's pretty cool. Because they used it like from Sticker Star onwards, but they're using it here, and I think it sounds nice. I'm glad they're using modern sound effects. And yeah, we have like the Sanctum here at Poshley Heights. Some of the abilities, like the spring jump, and this just looks amazing. And we have Princess Peach here, and we can hear the new rendition of Peach's theme in the background. But yeah, Exnot Fortress also looks amazing as well. Like, you can kind of, even though it's like paperish, you could still see like the metallic. It's almost like aluminum foil a little bit. Like it's just like so like metallic and papery at the same time. I kind of like how that looks. Yeah, the walls almost kind of look like just like a thin sheet of metal. So I think that's like I like how they're kind of mixing that paper craft and like the metallic futuristic themings here. We have Bowser, some existing footage. Okay, so here's a look at some of the partners, and the Rogueport theme sounds incredible here. This just sounds absolutely amazing. But yeah, we have like Goombella here. Oh, I love how the brass instruments sound here in the Rogueport theme. And we have a look at Goombella's tattle. I love how that looks. That is really cool. Like how it doesn't just show like a generic pop-up like in the text bubble. It actually shows like a full-on like it almost looks like the Tattlelog a little bit, which is why I mentioned that in the reaction. But I think the Tattlelog is gonna look really cool when we kind of look back on it in the remake. They might even do a similar thing to the Piclopedia, where you can kind of like view different like animations and things like that. It almost looks like they're gonna do that here. This looks just kind of like a little texture of how that's gonna look. But the Tattle looks just really cool. We got Koops. Yeah, that's existing footage. Flurry. Oh, the Rogueport theme just sounds just absolutely amazing. Oh, and we have Bobbery. Yeah, Bobbery's looking great in the remake here, and we have like the entrance to Pirate's Grotto here, which is really cool. Like you could see like the skull gem and like the entrance and everything. This just looks like absolutely amazing. Yeah, and I like Bobbery's animation when he's like ignited. We have like Rogueport sewers here, and there's like a Spania up there. And here's a kind of a new thing here, like the partner wheel that was mentioned in one of the screenshots that we've seen already. This is really convenient and really nice. Because I think it like in the original version, like you had to go into the menus to swap the partners. So this is more like like it's even more streamlined than like 64 and Thousand Year Door. I know 64 had a pretty streamlined version of partner swapping, but this is even better, I would say. Like they just like they really have like a lot of really nice quality of life features here, but this is just really cool. And again, Rogueport, just incredible. We got a full view of Lord Crump and Magnus von Grapple. They cut it off early in the first trailer, so we didn't get to see the X appear on it, but just amazing. Lord Crump is underrated. You need to see my Mario and villains tier list to see how much I appreciate Lord Crump. And we have Vivian, the best video game character of all time, in my opinion. incredible to see her in the remake here. And I like with like the wanted poster for Mario, I like how it has um like the Paper Mario 64 design here. That's pretty funny. Oh yeah, and also got some more views of the Exnauts and Exnaut Fortress. I love that purple glow here. That is so like I know that's a very small thing, but that looks really cool. How the room is kind of like glowing a little bit. It kind of adds on to like the whole like science fiction style of like the Exnaut Fortress. It just oh my gosh, this remake is really getting everything right, and Grotus looks great as well. We got Hooktail. Oh, we got Grubba here in the Glitz Pit. And I love the lighting in here as well. Definitely highlights the stage more. And we got Rockhawk, Big Blooper, and we got Dupless. That is okay. One of my favorite characters. Again, I know it's kind of a spoiler saying his name, but um, I already mentioned it in the reaction, so I can't really go back now. But yeah, just incredible to see him in the remake and everything. And I really like his setup. His setup was definitely improved and definitely got a glow up here. You can actually see like the papercraft things on it more. It doesn't just look like random GameCube era textures. Oh, and I love his hex bubble like sound as well. It sounds a little bit like the Koopalings, I would say, but it's really cool. We got the battle theme. We got another view of like Petal Meadows here. It's really cool. And I think this is this first look at a Spiky Goomba in any of the footage. Yeah, I love like how Mario has like a different battle position, like right before, or like a different pose here, like right before you like fully select a move. That is really cool. I think it does that in Origami King. Oh yeah, we got a quick look at like the menu when selecting like different badges here. Yeah, let me go back. Okay, it goes by so fast. I just wanted to see this here. Okay. Yeah, there's multi-bounce here. Yeah, the Hyper Goombas. Yeah, that's existing footage. Yeah, this is amazing. We got some Putrid Piranhas here, and we also have the action command meter for the hammer as well, which looks upgraded. You can see it kind of looks more like the Switch analog stick, which I think is pretty cool. And yeah, it highlights the audience here. And now it's going into a new variation of the battle theme. I wonder, like, I think that it might be area specific, like Origami King, which is great. That is really cool. Wait, let me go back a little bit. Yeah, we kind of have like a look at like some of the different stage variations here. Yeah, this is incredible. And we also have Earth Tremor as well for one of the special moves that they're showing off. Oh, but this new variation is just really good. Okay, we gotta look at some of the badges here. Like, most of them seem to be pretty similar to how they are in the original. I'm surprised that Power Bounce, they didn't make it worth, like, more. I'm really surprised by that. Because Power Bounce is, like, pretty overpowered in the original version of the game. So I am actually kind of surprised that they didn't, like, I mean, I'm not necessarily sure if that would be, like, nerfing it, but like I'm kind of surprised that they didn't change that. It's still probably going to be available in Chapter 1 as well. But yeah, I do think it's kind of funny that they didn't change the BP for it at all. But yeah, I wonder if they're going to change the FP values for any of these badges. I want to try to go back to that one scene where it was showing them. Also, it shows like some of the other ones as well. Um, cool that we got like a look at like the menu here because this looks really cool. Like they kind of gave it like the modern flair that like Origami King has, but they still gave it like a lot of charm and personality. Like it still has like so much charm to it. And there's also like a little settings menu too, kind of like the other modern Paper Mario games. Oh yeah, and it is showing off power bounce here. And I like the fire flower like modeled here. In the original game, it just it was like ripped directly from Paper Mario 64. So it's pretty cool that we actually have like a new like model for it. But I assume that some of the more Paper Mario 64-esque things will look kind of more papercraft-ish in this one, like kind of like the fire flower and everything. But the PAL block looks more like the modern PAL block with the classic Paper Mario colors. That is really fascinating, and I really like that. Because I think in the original game it kind of looked more stylized, but here it kind of has like the modern PAL block, but it's like it kind of has the whole style of like Thousand Year Door with the colors and everything. I'm gonna go back real quick and see if I can like see the badges here, like see if they have like similar FP values to the original. Okay, here we go. Yeah, it's the same FP for power bounce. A little disappointing that they didn't make it like nerf it like a little bit, but I can understand. I definitely appreciate that they're sticking as close as possible to the original game. I'm glad they're doing that. I'm glad they're not like just doing anything weird with it. So even if it's a change that like still makes the game kind of like easy in some ways, I still heavily appreciate that they're like keeping things like almost exactly intact. Well, really, they just seem to be adding on to it, which is really good and kind of removing some of the bugs and things. But let's continue here. Yeah. Oh, yeah, and I like that. Like I like it. Almost seems like they exaggerated the animations and poses here a little bit. That's really cool. Oh yeah, and I just noticed that was Quake Hammer as well. But yeah, they're keeping all the audience mechanics. Yeah, and we got our first look at like the shiny kind of thing that they do when the like attack power is upgraded. That's cool. I'm curious to see how like the really huge status will look in this remake. But that's gonna be pretty cool. But also we got a view of the Shy Guy as well, who also looks really expressive. I'm actually kind of surprised that they didn't change the Shy Guy to look like the modern Shy Guys. Because the Shy Guy like barely appeared in Thousand Year Door. This is like one of the only appearances, as well as being in the audience. So I'm surprised they didn't like update the Shy Guy because the Shy Guy kind of like it was just a very slight upgrade between like the classic games and the modern games, but I still appreciate that they're keeping the original one here, and I just think it's funny how they do different like stage hazards here, and then we also got like a view of like the super guard as well, like with the hazards. I like how I hovered over the forward facing Shy Guy specifically. Yeah, the Super Guard animation, I really like it. It does seem to be a little longer than the original, but it's definitely very expressive and looks really nice. And I also like the pot that fell. That's pretty funny as well. But we have I just noticed it was like also in the Vivian battle as well, like with the Shadow Sirens. So that's pretty cool. I'm glad they're not like spoiling Vivian too much. There were like a couple like promotional things where they like slightly spoiled Vivian. So I'm glad in like the trailers they're not spoiling the fact that she's a partner, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, we got Hooktail here. Yeah, Hooktail is just very detailed and looks amazing. And we have like a remix of the Pianta Parlor minigame theme, one of the minigame themes here. Yeah, we got take a quick look at the outside here in Rogueport. And then in here, like, you can see, like, the Game Boy references even more detailed here, which looks really cool. And they changed the slots here as well. I'm not sure if it has to do with the gambling references, because, I mean, like, it's still technically resembling gambling, but I guess it's, like, more reminiscent of Super Mario Bros. 3, which is really cool. That's actually a really cool reference on its own. And you can see even in the Japanese version, like some of the Boo NPCs in Rogueport have the like the cat ears rather than the bunny ears. So it seems like they're pulling some things from the North American version and some things from the Japanese version. So I don't think it's definitive which version they're pulling from, like, specifically. They're kind of like pulling from different things across the board. So I think that's pretty cool. And yeah, we have like a view of like the slot machine here, and it looks like I said, it kind of looks more like SMB3, and I think that's pretty cool that they're that it kind of like it's kind of like a reference on its own. They're kind of like changing it up a little bit. I think this seems like it's gonna be a bit easier to like get the like the coins from it or the tokens from this. So that might be another reason why they're changing it, just to make it kind of like I don't know like exactly, because I mean like they shouldn't like make it too easy to get the tokens, but I really like how this looks. This is just really cool. And then we got a view of the mini games here as well in the Pianta Parlor. But this is really cool. And then we also got Pit of 100 Trials. I think they added this recovery block here, but it would make more sense to go to the inn since it's cheaper. But I guess if you're like, if you really want to go into the Pit of 100 Trials immediately, I guess it's there. But we got a Dark Boo. Yeah, the Pit of 100 Trials looks great. I'm glad they're showcasing it here. I don't really think it's a spoiler to showcase it, because this is like a really like significant side mode to 1,000 Year Door. It's like one of the main extra modes in the game. So I think it makes sense to show that on here. I wonder if they're going to do anything new with it. I think that's going to be pretty cool. Yeah, they're also highlighting the star pieces as well. And also, in the menu here, they're showing off some new features, which are a little reminiscent of the modern Paper Mario games. And I mean that in a good way, because these are like some of the best elements in the modern Paper Mario games. Because we got concept art. This is amazing! Like, I'm not sure if it's going to be like fully concept art of like the remake, or it's going to include concept art of the original game. I think we'll have to see here, but oh my gosh, this is amazing. This is just absolutely incredible. And it seems like they're on like chapter 4 here from what we're seeing. Yeah, it shows 4 on there. But yeah, we could see like, and I think some of this is concept art of the original game. That's like an early design for Creepy Steeple. That is really cool. And also on here, wow. Like, these are like early versions of the partners, like of Flurry specifically. Like, one of the concepts is like, I think that's like a bird as like one of the partner concepts, and then like also like a very early Flurry. I think it's kind of funny that it's less suggestive than Flurry's final design, but another early Flurry design is pretty cool as well. But yeah, and then also Dupless's early design as well. We got so many early Dupless designs. Yeah, these are from the original game. These are concepts for the original game. I know the one up here seems to be for the remake, but down here, you could see this is from 2003. This is from April 2003. This is from the original game. This is like before they even like made Dupless's like sprite and everything in the original game. They were going through different concepts here. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna do a whole video about the concept art. I am going to do a whole video on it. This is just one of the features that I wanted in Thousand Year Door. Oh, we're gonna see the scrapped enemies as well. Oh, there might even be more scrapped enemies than what we've seen in the files. This is just incredible. And actually, some of Duplus's early designs kind of look more like the Paper Mario 64 Duplagos designs. So that's really cool. Oh, I just love these designs so much. And also, like, um, I just noticed down here, with Flurry's second concept design here, you could see that, I think one of the concepts for her that she was, possibly gonna be meant to be like a bulb, like those flower NPCs from the first two games. And she would have like a similar ability as well, since it seems like she's like kind of like rotating her flower on there. But Flurry was actually going to be a bulb. That's really cool. That's actually, or a bird, or like a I think that's one of those plants from Yoshi's Island. Makes sense why they would like reference Yoshi's Island, but that's like the one that like spits out the eggs. I forgot what it's called exactly, but that's really cool. I'm gonna go on um so much about this. This is just incredible. And we also got a sound test as well, which is also amazing. And we can see it kind of has like some of the same features as like most Nintendo sound test modes. And I appreciate the fact that it's in the menu. I actually kind of prefer this rather than it being in a museum. I mean, sure, the museum would have been pretty cool to see, but I actually kind of prefer it being in the menu, since you could like boot up Thousand Year Door and listen to this music or look at the concept art at any time. I actually kind of appreciate that and kind of want to see that in future Paper Mario games. I mean, yeah, sure, they may still have like a museum for like some things, but I really appreciate this. I'm trying to think of that. I'll have to think about what that song is. Yeah, it will come to me eventually, but that song is definitely familiar but heavily changed. So I might have to listen back on that one. They're also showing the shine sprites as well. Also, that's pretty cool. I like how they kind of updated some of the cutscenes here. And yeah, the animation where Mario's turning into boat mode. Yeah, another scene of Pirate's Grotto with boat mode. And also a new expression for Frankly. That's pretty funny. We also got a scene of Chapter 1. And also Cortez as well. Another one of the bosses that I love. I think it's cool to finally see footage of him in the remake. I like how it shows like the paper thing, like kind of like, I'm not sure if those are like rubber bands or like things like holding it together. I think that's pretty cool. And also we have this scene as well. That's really cool. Like in Twilight Town where Bowser and his minions are facing off against Lord Crump. That is... Actually, was that pre-rendered? I think that... Okay, it does look a bit like in-game sprites, but that is super high quality still. Yeah, and then we also have like the view on like the camera here, like kind of going between Chapter 1 and Chapter 2 with like the first... Oh, yeah, and this scene was from one of the other trailers that we got. And the Smorg as well. We can also see like I like that Flurry expression there. That's pretty cool. We also have Dupless as well. And it also, back, we have Admiral Bobbery's move here in the bulky bombs. Also, you can still see that Mega Rush P is there. That's pretty funny. And also in the mayor's room here, I think his name's Croup, you could see pictures of different like you could kind of see like some, I think that's meant to, I think that's his wife on there. like with the pictures, that's really cool. You can see like a younger version of him. It kind of looks like Coop's dad a little bit. Maybe he's actually Coop's grandfather, because he has like striking resemblance to like Coop's dad. So maybe that's the case. Um, it's pretty cool. But yeah, that's from the original trailer as well. Also, we have the XS Express, and we have the Toad there. And yeah, and Riverside Station as well looks great. Also, we have this cutscene as well. Actually, is this pre-rendered? Yeah, that kind of looks... Okay, this might be pre-rendered, I'm thinking. Yeah, that is animated really smoothly here. Because I'm thinking like some of these cutscenes will be pre-rendered. That is, okay, that is very high quality as well. I'm surprised they're spoiling the moon. Actually, well, they don't really show that you're on it. Maybe like for someone watching this who hasn't played Thousand Year Door might think that they're just being shot off to a random location like New Super Mario Bros. But doesn't necessarily spoil that it's on the moon. But yeah. But yeah, before I end the video here, I also want to look into a few things from the website. But yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at them. So on the Japanese website, they added a couple new pages on here. So let's go ahead and check them out. So the first one here is like, I think this is kind of, yeah, this is like based on like the different areas here, but we could see like Creepy Steeple. Poshley Heights looks amazing. We can see like the Bob-omb family there, and then just like a better view of Glitzville and Keelhaul Key. We also got some new versions of the original renders as well. And some of the abilities too. Like, these are some of like the different field abilities. Like the hammer and the boot like additions that you get. And then it's also showing more of the curses as well. Yeah, I know some of these scenes are definitely, we haven't seen in the remake yet, so that's pretty cool. It also shows, like, the partner wheel as well. Also, like, a new clip of it that we didn't see. That's funny, I think that's, like, the same exact clip from the original trailer, but, like, right before where it originally showed, so that's pretty cool. It's also showing, Goombella's area tattle as well. Or slash advice, too. And yeah, you can also see Dazzle in the Rogueport sewers, like an item shop here, like with Tasty Tonic and Honey Syrup and a Fire Flower. And then you can also see like a Bulbulb here, what Flurry was actually originally planned to be, which is pretty cool. Did they change the bridge here? Did that always look like that? I don't remember it looking like that. But here's another view of Glitzville, and also like the little camp area in Keelhaul Key. Like you can see like Flavio and like the item shop and the Sailor Toad and different things. You could also see that new Toad here, but we'll get into his new features in a little bit. But we could see another Poshley Heights thing, and these Toads here. Then also, Far Outpost. They're showing off quite a lot of this game. I've noticed that they really haven't shown off, like, super spoilery stuff, but they are showing off a lot of this game, which I don't necessarily mind as someone who has played the original game, but I hope it's not too much for someone who didn't play the original. But we also have some new renders here as well, and some screenshots of some of the helpful NPCs in Rogueport, like Merlin here. That is awesome that we finally got like a Thousand Year Door style render of Merlin. I know obviously there's a render of Merlin from Super Paper Mario, but that's cool that the Thousand Year Door version of Merlin has one now. But yeah, actually, we also got Zest Tea. Zest Tea is pretty cool. And we also got a render for Zest Tea as well. And we also got like the badge shop here. And the version of Miss Mouse that you see in the badge shop as well, since she has like a slightly different design in the badge shop, so that's pretty cool. And you could also see an entirely new badge here as well. There's like a GameCube badge here, and considering that it's only 1 coin, I feel like this is probably going to be the toggle between like the original music and the remake music. So that is awesome that we actually have that option with that badge. I mean, that's what I assume it will do. It could also maybe change the sound effects to kind of sound like the original, or maybe it also adds the walking sound from the original, since that seems to be something that they're changing in the remake. So maybe just add all of the sound effects and music from the original version of the game. That would be incredible. Also, another look at the Tianta Parlor here, and we have like the Boo NPC, and I think this is the Trouble Center. I'm gonna have to run that through like a translation app to see what that says here. I think this is a new NPC for the Trouble Center. I think that's cool, because we didn't actually get to see the NPC in the Trouble Center in the original. Yeah, you can kind of see, kind of resembles the Trouble Center a little bit. I really hope this means they're improving the Trouble Center. It really seems like they're expanding upon it here, which I think is great. I think that's really cool. But yeah, let's move on to some of the other things here. Okay, so we have battle. We have like a render of Hooktail here. But yeah, we have some footage here. I like how the one of the Paragoombas has a dizzy dial. That's pretty cool. We could also see like the animations for like some of the items, like Hoops' power shell move. And then Hooktail's fire breath looks really cool as well. I want to get another look at those items, because I know it showed it back here. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I just love the menus in this remake in general. And yeah, also like a clip of like the Magic Koopas there. Rough Puffs, I know it already showed that in the trailer. Also, we got a video here, kind of showcasing action commands. It doesn't have any sound, but it's pretty cool. That's multi-belts. It shows some Spinias there. Then, oops. Also, it's the random Goombas in Riverside Station. It's just showing a regular block rather than a super guard. But yeah, I noticed in the background here, it actually shows like the glowing area, so the background seemed to be even more detailed this time. I know in the original they were already like had like a lot of detail and were very specific to certain areas, but it seems like they're going all out. Like it almost seems like they might even have like multiple backgrounds per room. I mean, that might be a bit far-fetched, but I don't know. Like, also, I don't even remember Spinias from that specific background area. I don't know, maybe they're adding new enemies in places. I might be forgetting something, but yeah. Also, it shows stylish here as well. I know it already showed that in the trailer, but that's pretty cool. An appeal. Yeah, it's showing like the star power there. Yeah, that's, oh, and it's showing the action command for, that's an interesting action command, like, menu for Quake Hammer, or, not Quake Hammer, Earth Tremor. Earth Tremor, that's interesting. Because it doesn't show, like, it actually shows A. It didn't show that in the original, but I guess that's more of a quality of life thing, so it kind of makes sense. Yeah, and it's showing some of the footage from the trailer. Whoa! Is that the, is that a Palace of Shadow background? I did not think they would show that at all in the any of the pre-release stuff. I mean, it's a background, so it's like not, you can barely see it. Like you actually, wait, is that the Palace of Shadow? Or is it like, I'm not sure, that might be. I was thinking maybe that's actually Creepy Steeple, but the lighting kind of looks darker, like the Palace of Shadow, so I'm surprised they would actually show that in the pre-release stuff. But we got another view of the badges and things. I am wondering, we don't see an Ice Power P here, but I'm wondering if that, like, Ice Power and Spike Shield apply to partners now. I know they're still RP badges in, like, the remake, as we saw earlier, but I'm wondering if they'll change, like, some of the badges to apply to, like, your whole party. It's also showing Tornado Jump as well. I hope they slightly improve that in the remake. I mean, I like the action command prompt for that, and the visuals look great, but, I didn't really use it that much in the original game, but yeah. Oh, also, the star points look pretty good as well. I like how it kind of shows, like, I like the, kind of like the text bubble where it shows, like, the number there. And the level up screen looks great as well. And you can see, like, the funny TOK forward-facing Mario there. Another look at the Tattle ability as well, and we could see, like, a lava bubble here. I know not everyone likes this lava bubble design, but I personally love it. I love the, like, the lava bubbles that are kind of, like, flame-looking. Honestly, I think they should make them their own enemies, kind of like the, like, kind of like how Galoombas are, but, they look really cool. I'm glad this design is back in the remake. And now we got the, new NPC Toad. So, the new NPC Toad seemed to be like a tutorial Toad, and you can see here, it's like a tutorial for multi-bounce, so I think this is where you can, like, learn different, like, action commands and things, which I think is great. I think that is great for a game like this, and I think it's, like, it makes a lot of sense, like, that it has these in different areas. In Origami King and Color Splash, like, it had a similar thing, but there are very few action commands in those games, so it makes a lot of sense why this new NPC Toad that kind of gives you, like, a little tutorial here is in each area. That is a really nice feature, and there's no sign of, like, an easy mode yet, so I think this is how you handle something that makes the game kind of more, easily approachable for people. I think that's great that they have, like, a tutorial thing. It almost reminds me of how the Mario and Luigi, the later Mario and Luigi games handle their tutorials. I mean, rather than it being in, like, a menu, it's, like, out in different areas and different towns and things, which I think is fine. I don't think you always need a tutorial on hand, so I think that's fine that they're in the town. But I think you could, like, it would make sense if you could, like, select different badges or special moves and different things. Like, this one's for multi-bounce. But yeah, that's actually pretty interesting. I thought that new NPC Toad wasn't going to be, like, anything. So I think it's cool that he actually has a purpose, and he has, like, a name as well. Like, I forgot what it is. It's like, it showed it on the Japanese version, but yeah, I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, that's basically about most of the things that they've showed for the remake, like with this new info drop. Oh my gosh, this looks absolutely incredible. This is gonna be my favorite game of all time. I mean, the original is already my favorite, but I think it might, like, top Odyssey as being my favorite game of all time. Because, I mean, one, they already take a game that, like, is tied as my favorite, and they make it even better. They add all of the things that I wanted. They add all of these little quality of life things. These little small things that I've always wanted to see in this remake, and it is just amazing. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more, and make sure to check out my Discord server and Twitter if you want to. Goodbye.